Hey everyone, welcome to the Neuro Spicy Mama. My name's Amanda. I've got a dog back there, that black lump. That's Milo, our Aussie Doodle. So I don't think I've actually ever brought y'all into my office. So I'm not going to give you a grand tour because it's actually quite a mess, as you can see from bits and pieces that are on my desk here. But I do have a lot of fidgets. So Neuro Spicy Mama. As I've mentioned before on this channel, got diagnosed with autism and ADHD back last October. That's been quite a journey. And I'm here with you in my office today because I'm cooking and product review channel, and I haven't done a product review in a while, but I want to talk to you about these nails. Now, I am not a fan of MLMs, multi-level marketing, and there is a multi-level marketing company that sells these nail stickers, and I am not a fan of MLMs because I feel very strongly that they exploit women. They prey after vulnerable, usually a lot of times stay-at-home moms who are desperate to want to stay at home with their kids, and with the lure of a promise of being able to work from home, and they end up bankrupting a lot of women, isolating a lot of women from friends, and in general, they're just no good. I will link down a video down below in my description box that goes into a lot better description than I ever could or would. If you've seen some of my cooking videos, I do have some Pampered Chef items in my kitchen, just full disclosure. And I bought those before I learned about MLMs, and I decided not to get rid of the Pampered Chef things that I already owned because I felt like that would just be wasteful, because then I'd feel like I needed to replace those particular items. And since I already owned them, I'm just like, going forward, not going to support MLMs. Anyway, that's not even what this video is going to be about. But it kind of does segue in. I am I'm totally having a complete identity crisis. I started this channel a little over 2 years ago, mostly as a cooking channel. I threw in some of the product reviews just for fun. Those are actually the videos that pretty much get most of the views. I doubt this one will. I love these things and I just want to share them. And that's how all my product reviews have been. I fall in love with this is non-sponsored. I fall in love with the product, and then I want to talk about it because I like it. And that's one thing that autistic people are really good at. We're really good at breaking down the specific details of why or why not something is good. But my identity crisis, let's go back to that. Figure I might as well start opening this as I talk. So yeah, I started this as a cooking channel. Cooking was a very early on childhood special interest. So you may have heard, if you aren't familiar with autism at all, and if you want to learn a lot more about autism, go to my other channel, I Am Mind Blind, because on that channel, I go into a lot more depth and detail. So these are Dashing Diva. I got what color is this? Does it say? They're gray, and then they have some kind of like marble looking effect ones. You'd think it would say the color on here. Natural Wonder. These are apparently the Natural Wonder ones. It comes with a little alcohol swab. So yeah, on I Am Mind Blind, I go into a lot more detail about my autism journey and how that all happened. So this is a little alcohol swabby. You want to make sure your nails are nice and clean before you apply these stickers. But yes, ADHD people. I go on many tangents. I started this channel as a cooking channel because I loved cooking. I fell in love with cooking when I was a early teenager, and I used to be obsessed with watching Food Network. I would come home and just have to watch from school, and I'd have to watch Food Network. My friends would be watching The Simpsons and Friends, I think, and just all these other sitcoms, and I was watching Mario Batali and sometimes Julia Child and Emma Lagasse. But I don't think I like cooking anymore. Actually, I've come to the conclusion a while back that I don't think I ever really liked cooking. I just thought I did, because what I really like is eating. So a lot of autistic and ADHD people have food somethings. Many of them are very sensitive to a lot of textures and flavors. Sensitivity where they cannot eat certain things. I am a sensory seeker when it comes to foods and textures. I love trying new food, and I love just tons of textures and all that in my mouth. And because going out to eat isn't always the most affordable option in one's life, that's why I learned to cook all the different dishes that I wanted to try. But since my diagnosis, I've been struggling. There's something called autistic regression, and you might have heard about it in children, where after a meltdown or burnout, you actually lose skills. It happens for adults, autistic adults too. And I'm struggling in the kitchen. Okay, so these are on clear little plastic things. And so you can basically hold your nail that you want to use up to the right one and pick it out. And what I have found is that it's better to go, like, at first, my first glance would be like, okay, this one. But then I usually try to go up one, because I always tend to pick the one that's actually too small. But you don't want it to go over on the skin. So you have to kind of try to figure this out. Now, some people are so good at applying these things that they can, and they have short nails, that they can get 2 uses out of it by cutting it in half. I can't do that. I've never been that good at applying them. So what I do is, this rounded part down here that goes in your nail bed. So I pull it up and then just carefully put it on my nail and then rub it down. And then you take your file, and one side is smooth and then the one side's the file. I take the smooth side and kind of just rub it across the nail to get it all down good. So then you got this flappy nail. Then what I do, I've lost all the men on the show. Sorry, guys. I do have about 50% women viewers and 50% men viewers. Maybe you're watching because you're just really curious. What do women do when they're doing their nails? So if you're here, thanks. I'm glad you're sticking around. So you can either cut it short, but I like to do everything as fast as possible. So I just take, now this is the rough side, and kind of file it down away from my nails. Then once it's like all wrinkly like that, it's separated out and it just comes right off. So then I put this piece that I don't want in like a trash pile, or I put it back on the sticker just so it's out of the way. And sometimes it's perfect, and other times I need to go back in and file it again. So there's my thumbnail. Let's do another one. So this one, I don't even really like these that much. These just they're not saying anything to me. They have extra stickers in here. So a lot of times I will get 2 uses out of the set, just because there's enough that are close enough size to your thumbnail. Like if I had gone to that one that was slightly smaller, it, would have worked good enough. I also like to go back and forth. So I did my left thumb, I'll do my right thumb, because that way I can remember which sticker, because they will tend to match up size-wise. I've had some of these, see the whites are on different ones though. I've had some of these strips, I think it's in the smaller boxes, where it'll be offset by 1, and I don't like that. But this one matches up. So if I used that thumb, I'm going to use this thumb. And I love this because they have some really big ones so that you can either do it on your toenail, or for some people just have very large thumbnails, or for maybe transgender community who might have bigger hands. Okay, so again, I just stick it on there. I'm using the smooth side and go around the edges. I try to do these oftentimes close to bedtime, like I don't want to just put these on and then go take a shower or wash a bunch of dishes. It's like I want to give these stickers time to set. But once they are on there, after they've had time to set for an hour or two, they're so good. Like these they're supposed to last up to 2 weeks. I've never been that lucky. Mine, I think I'm really rough on them. So I'm going to do this white one on my pointer finger. I think mine usually last 10-ish days, which the box is usually, depending on where you buy them, I would say it's usually around $7 or $8. So for getting a nice manicure for $7 or $8, and sometimes, like I said, I can get 2. It's not a bad deal. So there's the white one. All right. So that was, line it up. This one. So I'm going to go ahead and do a couple more of these, and then I'll pop back on to show you how it's going. Okay, I've got all but my pinky left. I'm going to do it while we're talking here. The other thing I want to talk about these is that I feel like they kind of protect your nails. So right now my nails are pretty short, but as these grow out, when I put on my second or third set of them, my nails will actually get pretty long if I do them back to back. But I have noticed after about 3 sets, maybe 4 sets of them, then I usually want to take a break, because it's like I notice my nails they'll get long, but they get really brittle. So after about 3 sets, I usually go a little while without wearing a set, and then I'll start it up again. Because they tend to get brittle, then they will get shorter again as they'll kind of break off. And then once they all seem to like even out and they've stopped breaking, then I'll add more nails. But I've never been a person who's ever had very long, straight or strong nails. So this may be dependent on how your just natural nails are. You also don't want to peel them up when they are starting to look like they're showing some wear. They'll either start to look like they're rubbing off at the tips, or they'll grow out too long, or after a while, sometimes they will bubble up on the sides. And that's when you know, okay, this set is gone. Then you do want to get some like acetone nail polish remover, and like kind of like soak them off, or that's usually, and then they'll just come off really easy. But if you peel them off before they're ready, then they can take that top layer of nail with them, and that's going to leave you with those brittle nails a lot faster. And I'm saying this because that's kind of what I usually do, and that's not what you're supposed to do. Do as I say, not as I do. So where does this lead me with my channel? Because I have been really struggling with making cooking content. I love doing the product reviews more. This one's a little bit more rambly. This is me more of like, hey, I want to show you this cool thing. Again, it's non-sponsored, but also just while we have a chat. I almost at one point wanted to like maybe combine I Am Mind Blind with Neurospicy Mama. This channel is monetized. Thank you guys for the watch hours and the subscribing. But I mean, it's not like I make a lot of money. I'll be perfectly honest with y'all. I make about $2.50 a day on good days at the time of publishing this video. So some YouTubers I think can make a lot of money. I don't. This is just more of a hobby for me than anything else. That being said, I haven't actually gotten paid. I screwed something up with setting up my YouTube channel. So I'm watching that money collect in an account, and I have not been able to successfully contact YouTube or Google AdSense to get my money. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to, but that's a whole nother story. I try not to get upset about. Anyway, so yeah, I would love to do more product reviews, but product reviews, either companies send me things and then I review them, which I have done before, and I love doing that. I love working with companies that I stand behind. Anytime a company contacts me, I always tell them I want to try out your product, because I only talk about products that I can get behind. Or two, I bought products and talked about them myself, but I'm not the kind of person who just really loves to go out and spend money on things just to make a YouTube video on it. So, like I said, I make $2.50, a day. That wouldn't pay for the video to make it, right? So I don't know. Like, I do want to continue doing some cooking videos. I do enjoy them. They don't get very many views. For those that you watch them, thank you and comment. I appreciate it. I love being a content creator. Like I said, I am on I Am Mind Blind. That channel is doing amazing. We have really a lot of fun in the comment section over there. And I'm also on TikTok and I'm on Instagram. But this channel, it keeps growing every day. I love seeing the subscriber count go up, but the watch hours and all of that are pretty low. So I'm just at a loss. I'm at a loss what to do. But I just wanted to kind of touch base with y'all. When you're having identity crisis and you've always identified to yourself as somebody who is a cook, loves to cook, wants to cook, and then you realize, and you built a channel around cooking, and then you wake up one day and you're like, okay, I need to cook because that's a thing that works for our family and our lifestyle, for me to cook meals at home. Like, we don't go out to eat. But it's like it's become a chore more than something I really enjoy. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I may have to take a little time off of this channel just for a mental health break. Hopefully, I'm hoping there'll be some more companies. I got contacted by another earplug company the other day, but I don't think this one's going to pan out, but maybe, I don't know. But yeah, I appreciate everyone's support, and I don't know yet what's going to be coming up. I know a lot of YouTubers go through this, and it's just the growing pains of a channel. And I really, really appreciate everyone who has been with me along this journey, because being a YouTuber has been so much fun and so emotional too, in so many ways. And then I've gone through so much in the last 2 years. Anyway, I want to show you my nails. These are my nails. Aren't they so pretty? And they just look so classic and clean, and they go on so incredibly easy. So my neighbors are walking by, and I'm talking to my little camera here. I got my window open right in front of me. You see the light coming in. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video, and until the next one, because I know me, and I'm not giving up. There will be a next one. I just don't know for sure when it'll be or what direction we're going. But in the meantime, definitely go check out I Am Mind Blind. It is not monetized yet. But I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.